Meg, you must be really proud of the team. 4 wins in a row and 6-2 for the season. They're travelling so well.
We are. We're travelling really well, and the sort of win-loss ratio, I guess, will take 6, every day of the week. It's been a tough couple of years, so to be able to win, and I think what we're getting used to is the fact that you're winning and you're still not really satisfied with your performance, and you feel like you've got to get better. And that was the messaging after the game from Dan, is that we know we have to keep getting better, and that's what makes it easy to stay motivated and hungry throughout the week. It's a difficult, this sort of time in the seasons, because you're right in the thick of it and it get tough. But when you know that you focus on getting better each week, that's plenty of motivation, and we'll certainly need to ahead of Adelaide. Yeah.
And they haven't always been easy wins, obviously. Like, a lot of pressure out there today as well, and probably wasn't always played on your terms. But it's a bit of maturity about the group now that even when it's not on their terms, they still find a way to respond and really get back in control of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what's been. I think Dan's a very wise coach, and that's what he's been telling us, is that that's the new maturity for us to know that games ebb and flow. Even though our games are quite short, you can absorb some pressure and flex at different times. So absolutely, it's a new maturity within the group to be able to absorb pressure at times, cop a few goals sometimes, and still know that we can rise above. So it's exciting. I think we're building really well, and as I said before, we've still got a lot of excellence to keep unlocking.
And in the defensive group as well, obviously, you've had a couple of seasons together now, most of you. Claudia, the new one this year, obviously, but it feels like you're working really well as a unit, like you have all season, but I feel like it's really just a good, tight-knit group there and a really strong asset for the team. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it feels almost like a continuation from when Flinny, Elise Coventry, was, with us in season 1. A lot of us have still been there together since then, and now she's coaching us. And I feel like she's driven such clear role clarity and an energy between us that means that we've each got our own strengths, but we're working as a unit really well. And that's really positive, and I hope that it gives the rest of the team some backing, and that they feel that they're able to play their own games, because we'll be ready if the ball turns over.
Excellent, and obviously really good having Annabelle Johnson back this season after coming back from injury. She's been really good reading the play, intercepting it well. It must be handy having her back in the mix too.
Oh, absolutely. She's such a natural. And I think, the thing with Belle is that you see the intercepts a lot, but she does a lot of work off the ball to make sure her opponent's covered first. Always keen for the defenders to know that you've got to look after your own opponent before you go get the ball. So she certainly does that. But, I think, like I was saying before, everyone's empowered to, use their strength, because everyone else is playing their role within the unit.
Massive challenge next week against Adelaide, obviously, reigning premiers and a really strong team at home. What's the thinking heading to this game, and what are you expecting?
Yeah, gosh, I feel like we played Adelaide an awful lot early, like when we were a young team, and we're still a young team, but I feel like, as I said, we've built each week, but we know we've got to take another few steps if we're going to match it against a team that's won 3 premierships. They had a tough loss, I think it was yesterday. But they're bulls, and they've got seasoned midfielders especially who've just got year on year of high level competition in them. So it's going to be a fantastic challenge for our mids, but for our whole team to see if we've got what it takes to go against one of the top teams in the comp, and a team that's, I think, probably directly above us on the ladder.
Today, obviously, Pride Round, you're rocking an absolutely amazing Guernsey there with the long sleeves, looking fantastic. How did it feel wearing that one out there?
Oh, it's wonderful. We had, Gillian Gabb speak to us about the jumper during the week, and I put the long sleeves on because the more pride jumper, the better. And I love the symbolism of the embrace of the rainbow ribbon, and it's, a great source of pride for the entire AFLW community to get around the rainbow community, because we know that our competition probably wouldn't exist without them. So, it's one of the rounds that each year that the girls look forward to most. So, wonderful jumper, and very proud to wear it. I hope that's the message that everyone's receiving, because we're certainly proud to be sending it out there.
Excellent. Thanks so much for your time, Meg. Well done today.
Thanks, Susie.